Okay, this is spiteful. Our deck is spiting us. Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. Davriel makes deals with demons. Kid you not. That's his whole thing. And he's apparently quite skilled at it. And by apparently, I mean, I don't wanna toot my own horn or anything, you know. Yeah, something like that, Shorty. Decline. Yes, also true, still alive. Because he's immortal until the demon he is paired up with, or whatever, guesses a very, very specific item. He chose a specific rock on a specific planet. I think the planet's even been destroyed or something like that. Like, it's just... Yeah, let's do this. You know, it's... But, you see, exactly, Harley Randy, exactly. But the catch is that to the demon, this is a great deal. Because the demon's immortal. So eventually, you know, sooner or later, the demon will guess right. Right? So, you know, and once a day, the demon that he is paired up with or whatever will guess again. And then we'll guess again and everything, right? So definitely all right. I mean, I suppose, but it's an eternity, Emily. I mean, it is Kura, but the demon believes about, you know, so like, you know. Scape shift. Oh no. All right. I mean, that's a great question, Shorty. It's a great question. I don't know. Exactly, Patrick Andy. Exactly. So somehow the Great Daft Ghet has 4 Lotus Fields on the battlefield. That is inconvenient. All right, well, let's keep pressuring the hand then, I guess. Send away a Tarmogoyf. See what the Great FGS has to say about these things. Phoenix Rose, glad you're out there. And then just attack. And we're gonna pump twice, trying to put a clock on. See how that goes. I mean, I don't think so, right? It's tough to say. It might be. Explore into explore. Into a land. And another land. Okay. Well. Forest. The Ghet. Elder Gargaroth. Yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and get rid of the Binding the Old Gods, believe it or not. And attack with the Knight. We'll see. We get to Ultimate Liliana next turn if we want. So, you know, there's that. Well, you know, exactly, Sophia. That's definitely one of those things that... Okay, Guy's Blessing, shuffling some things back. No! Okay. All right. Phoenix Rose. What do you call a flower that runs on electricity? A power plant. All right, I guess you get permanent, or you get the omniscience, you get the fateful showdown. But it's like, you know, yeah, omniscience is really good, but you know, they've already got omniscience, you know? All right, so Liliana. All right, let's see. So 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right, make your decision, Great Deathkid. Make your decision. David Laxus, glad you made it. Well, I don't mind if you the deal is all links are blocked in the chat, so you'll have to whisper me the link and then I'll post it. But all right, Catria Triumph does the thing. Draw a card. 2-card or a 2-turn clock anyway. All right, Knight of Dust Shadow crashes in. It makes all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities, and then when Blood Sun enters the battlefield, draw a card. So it makes it so your Lotus Fields no longer have hexproof, but you also don't have to sacrifice lands. So yeah, pretty wild. Nice. All right. And good game, my friend. Good game. GG. We see it. We see it on the ladder all the stinking time. I just don't see it right now since I built a deck. The Cat Daddy, great question. I actually have 2 daughters. My oldest is 19. She'll be 20 in December. And my youngest is 17 right now. She'll be 18 in a month, in the mid-October. So yeah. Let's Knight of Dust Shadow. All right, Zero, I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Zero, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I am in fact 38. I appreciate it. I was born in 1984, February 28, 1984. I'm also not particularly sensitive about my age, actually. It's what it is. It's better than the alternative. Whatever age I'm at, I am convinced it is better to be alive and my current age than, you know, the alternative. So all right, we're gonna try and bait them here a little bit. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Yeah, it's absolutely true that we might be grandparents sooner rather than later. Another Spectral Sailor, okay. And an Opt, good lord. All right, well, fine. Upright and breathing is always good. Yeah, see, exactly, Gimp. And even if, you know, maybe I'm not quite as upright as I was, you know, 15 years ago or whatever, Yeah, it's a good life, and I'm glad to be here. Well, you got me. Let's go. Okay. Actually, we should have done this pre-combat, shouldn't we? I was trying to entice them to use a bounce spell, but I think that was just incorrect. Because, yeah, we're more likely... Why are you opting? How does this help you? You just now discard the card that you would have opted for. Getting an enchantment in the graveyard would have grown our creature, right? Oh, they're actually trying to get instants and sorceries into the bin to grow the Pteramander. Aha, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that's actually a solid play, I think. 23, 22, 21, 18, and the 1-year-old grandson. Hey, the cat daddy. Congratulations. Feels good. All right. And a land. Made it to 40. No grandkids. Hey, there you go. All right. Pay that life. Citystalker Connoisseur. Opponent, discard your card. It's a Spectral Sailor. All right, you got me. Well, we're going to crash in. Opponent at 13 life. They have a lot of chump blockers, though. Okay. And this Pteramander getting ready to come alive here in the not too distant future. They take 2 down to 11. All right. Exactly, Emily. Exactly. Oh, Spectral Sailor drawing a card. And gets in with everybody? Lord almighty. A land gets us Elder Gargaroth. We would be pretty happy about that. Ho, 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 ho. Yes. Combat. Get in there. Yeah, large Goyf. Large Goyf. But yeah, this is still anti-Lifegain. We actually have gone to the play queue because Twitch chat assured me we would see more. Oh! I don't know what you're talking about, Easy 6. I don't know what you're talking about. You can expect to always be wowed at the lines that Gabriel Nassif will find. I have a different skill. I am Green Hat, where I make plays that make you question whether or not I even have a brain. I wow you entirely differently. But I save it. I save it for only those special times when it's like, holy crud, how could you possibly miss that? As opposed to just like, oh, you could have made a better line. You know, that's different. That's a different kind of pun. Everybody makes those puns, you know. Yeah, Steinel, glad you made it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Steinel. I would agree, and I think most people would agree, that Jon Finkel is the best player to ever touch the cards, right? He has a resume that if you split Jon Finkel's resume into 2 separate people, they would both be in the Hall of Fame. I kid you not. Go look at the stats. It's obscene. And for the last like 8 or 10 years, he only competes just kind of occasionally whenever he feels like it, and still just shows up and, oh, I guess I'm gonna top 8 a pro tour or whatever, you know. So it's like, I think he would be the best. But I'm talking about like after Jon Finkel. Like there's plenty of names in the conversation, right? Like how good is Kai Buddha? He was on a tear, like winning everything, and not just like top 8ing everything, winning everything, right? Taking first place, which you just don't do very much, right? It's you count top 8s because some amount of luck is needed. No, Kai Buddha didn't need luck. Kai Buddha just showed up and won, right? But then like Paulo Vitor Dambrosa, have you seen his stats lately? in obscenely competitive environments where there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of players at these events, and Palavitor Damarosa just shows up and still top 8s, right? Right, but then like LSV went on a run when he was hot. It was like top 8 after top 8 after top 8, just kind of right in a row, like boom, 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 boom. And again, not way back in the day when, you know, one might argue, well, there weren't as many people showing up to those pro tours and stuff. No, all in the more modern era or whatever, right? So I think there's plenty of people, like after you go John Finkel at the best, and then who's next though, right? There's a whole bunch, right? We'll decline. USMC Devil Dog, glad you are out there. Thank you for your service. So is this Magic the Gathering similar to Master Duel layout, or is it ran official? Great question, USMC. It is official. This is a really, really cool program. It's actually been out for a little bit now. We're actually going to sacrifice this, I think. Looking for a land drop. Aha, we do get it. It can be played free to play. Now, what does that mean exactly? You know, like it, well, you know, that your experience will vary. Like you will likely enjoy a better experience by injecting a little bit of money into the client or something like that, right? Obviously. But definitely free to play. And here, my friend, is a link. Hashtag, I'm not actually affiliated with them. You know, they're not paying me to advertise for them or anything like that. No, I mean, Onyx Virus, it depends on your goals, right? A little bit of money will help you some. If you want to play a lot of decks or you want to play the best deck all the time, then yeah, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. But I'm just saying, I think it would also be true that you could enjoy this game without ever spending money, as long as that's the kind of Magic you want to play. Now, again, only you can decide which kind of Magic you want to play. So if you want to play that way, then, well, all right, you know, there you go. Get good at drafting. Also true. Yes. Yeah. Darn it! Then they should. Okay, all right. Well, the devil. And Lukamina. Hey. Okay. Well. Sacrifice the swamp. Okay, well, we can specialize with that one. And yeah, I think it's still just going to be this one. The must be blocked thing is kind of nice, but the growing our other creatures is also quite nice. So we're going to do that. I guess I'm unfamiliar with the terminology you're trying to communicate, USMC Devil. Yeah, you do get some starter decks that are free. You know, you don't have to buy them or anything. If that's what you're asking for. Okay. Vraska. Getting work done. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay, so Devil Dog, are you talking about the new Warhammer 40k stuff? Is that what you're talking about? Those are coming up soon. If you're a part of that community, I have a little bit of disappointing news. Those won't even be available on the client because it doesn't cover the same kind of stuff. Okay. Discard a card. Discard a card. Decline. 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 Pass. Pass. Pump. Pump. Come on. And GG, Athorians. GG. Telstar. Glad you made it. I'm Davriel. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Hang on for dear life. All right. And start with an Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Here we go. Hey, thank you, Ashfinger Rose. That is a very kind thing for you to say. I'm not confident I agree, but maybe that's just showing a lack of confidence. I definitely appreciate the sentiment. I can tell you that without equivocation. Tarmogoyf, join the party, pass the turn, see how things go. Liliana maybe was supposed to be the play there, but kind of trying to get them to use their removal on a 0-1 is pretty okay. Hey, oh hi Mark, glad you made it. Glad you made it. Oh no, folks, well, shoot. So the Vraska Golgari Queen, very, very good here. We are abundantly pleased about being able to do this. But we are also terrified because most of our interaction is based around creatures and things. You know, we do have Binding the Old Gods, which are very good. And these Citystalker Connoisseurs, which there's only 2 in the entire deck, so we're kind of glad to have them because they should be able to pick things off as well, but darn it, this is not ideal. How was your stream? Oh, hi, Mark. Appreciate that raid. Welcome in. It's date night with a missus. Oh, hey, I understand. I won't hold you up then. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in, and glad to have you, my friend. Glad to have you. All right. Well, Citystalker. Lich's Mastery. Oh my word. I was not expecting that, folks. Of course, we went this direction because you get a blood token, so being able to sacrifice the blood token with Vraska is a pretty feel-good situation. Turn that into an actual card. Yeah, oh my goodness. Lich's Mastery, folks. Oh my word. Oh my word. They're going to be doing Lifegain stuff. Oh my word. Interesting. Crazy Gorlum. I'm Davriel. Rogue Shadow Mage. All right. Citystalker Connoisseur. Opponent. Gauntlets of Light. Okay. Still only enchantments in the bin. Maybe we were supposed to sacrifice a tapped land there or something. Entirely possible. All right, 3 damage. Come on in. All right. Damage dealt. And opponent has the 9 lives. Not ideal. All right. And the Solemnity. Wow. Must be nice. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess. Liliana. Come on down, go on up. Each player discard your cards. All right. Average number of lands for a Brawl deck. Well, typically between 36 and 40 if you're talking about 100 card. It will depend on how many mana rocks and stuff you have. If you don't really have any mana rocks, then, you know, more. If you do have mana rocks, then, you know, less-ish. All right. Sterling Grove, probably going to find an extra Solemnity. Mazul. Fighting the meh fight? It's a great question. It's a great question. All right. So we're doing this because we want to like make it so their enchantments are more expensive again, you know? So folks, if we can ultimate Liliana, we can put 9 lives in one pile and every other permanent in the other pile. If they sacrifice 9 lives, they lose the game. So we just need to be all ultimate Liliana. No! As soon as I say that, here comes borrowed time to eat our Liliana. Dang it! Why have I gotta open my fat mouth? All right. Vraska, draw us another card. Hey, there we go. That's a good one.
No more distractions.
Yep, just start pressuring our opponent.
You won't be outsmarting me.
All right. And no attacks. Of course, for those of you who are uninitiated, not understanding what's going on here, the 9 lives and Solemnity are going to be preventing damage from our opponent from taking any damage. So they're essentially immune to all combat damage right now. We've got to be able to watch out for that. Oh no, they just... All right. This stinks. Did not get our Binding the Old Gods, folks. So now everything they control is hexproof, which is pretty not cool, you know? We're still not dead because we can still ultimate a Liliana, theoretically, if our opponent is unlucky enough to not draw it in a timely manner. Well, you know, let's see. Yeah, I guess. Shoot, these things are inconvenient, folks. Let's draw the card first and see if we get anything good. Just in time. Just in time, deck. Come on. If we had gotten this last turn, we could have destroyed the other Sterling Grove and still, you know, maybe not been favored, but we would have been in good shape. The problem is the Sterling Groves are granting one another Shroud, so we can no longer use this card, unfortunately. All right. Liliana still very close, folks. Still very close. 5 loyalty. All right. Oh, no! Oh. Okay. These things are inconvenient. We've got 4 Liliana the Veil, and I am undaunted. That's a solid line, YYXCVB. Glad you are out there. Liliana Sanctity. Oh, no! All right, so for the record, folks, I am going to scoop it up, but I want to show you why. This now says you have hexproof, so we can no longer... Liliana's ultimate ability says separate all permanents, target player controls into 2 piles. So we have to be able to target our opponent in order to do that thing. Okay, this is spiteful. Our deck is spiting us. 2 turns straight. We draw a card that would have answered the problem, because this also works. You know, don't be afraid of asking questions. if you are still interested, there is a lot that can happen here, and we don't mind answering. So don't you know, you don't have to be concerned about being a bother, because it's a big game, and there's so many different different directions that you can go with it. Currently, what we're playing here is Magic the Gathering's newest online offering called Magic the Gathering Arena. It's kind of has the smaller formats on it, so historic and standard and explorer. These are all different ways of playing. So similarly, if you pick up a deck of playing cards, you could play poker, you could play euchre. Any Michiganders out there, right? You could play blackjack, you could play, you know, whatever. The same cards do different things. So similarly, that's what a format is here on Arena. The standard and historic are like blackjack and poker. Same cards, well, some of the same cards, different ways of playing, sort of thing. And unfortunately, the ones that are we were talking about with the Warhammer 40k stuff, it's actually Commander. It's an even further different way of playing the game, right? So it's also, there's, as with anything, there are more complications that go into it, but you know, it's big, so lots of questions, and all of them are okay. We don't mind. All right, Knight of Dust Shadow, come on down. Always down for a little euchre. That's right, Anger Control Mage. Oh shoot, Mike 4864 asking for a dad joke. Sorry, I missed that one, my friend. All right. No, I don't think we're gonna block here. It's tempting, folks. It's tempting, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and Liliana and eat the Ascendant Pack Leader anyway. I think the Sculptor of Winter is gonna get kept, though they might send it away. We'll find out. Yeah, I thought so. So we'll defend Liliana now. Mike 4864. How does an Eskimo build a house? Well, it glues it together. I don't actually know, folks. I'm not actually skilled at these things. I just guess. And I'm not even that great at guessing. You know? I'm just saying. Closet MTG nerd. Ah, Devil Dog, I see. Provided your moniker means what I can only assume it means, you're not the only closet nerd, darn it. You're like Gimp, a fellow jarhead and moderator of this very stream. So, you know, it happens. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressuring the hand, I think.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And I do think we're gonna send away the Binding the Old Gods, but I'm not thrilled about it. It is what it is. Yeah. All right. Asika's Chariot comes down. Makes a dude. Everybody going at Liliana. Question is, do we block? She's gonna die anyway. I think we do not. Yep. Who is not good to do anything good? Oh, wow. Okay, so Steinel, so in at least in the common vernacular here in the States, to pummel is to hit, probably repeatedly, right? To pound on something a lot, right? So someone who pummels a lot would be a pummeler, right? So that's at least where the name comes from. Is it actually grammatically correct? I'm not confident it is, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Dropping a gifted sub onto our brand new friend, Devil Dog. Appreciate you, Gam. Appreciate you. That is very kind. Yep. That's totally different than in Belgium. All right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. The proper term is pummelsmith. All right. Got him! They can't beat the Gargler. Yeah, we'll keep it. But again, you know, like all of us were, you know, not good at it. I really should have disabled those. Because that's going to cause problems. I really can't remove this jacket. You know. I'm sure you understand, Shadowrunner. I will refund you, but yeah. All right. I guess we're gonna go with the Knight, though that Esper Sentinel is looking like it's going to be annoying sooner rather than later here, I think. We'll see. Not the brightest. The older kids got away with murder. Oh my gosh. See, yeah. Oh man. That's actually my first interaction with Magic. Like I say, I ended up playing with a gifted collection of cards. But I'm so glad you said that, because my first interaction with Magic wasn't even actually my interaction. It was my older brother who bought Magic cards from a high schooler. My brother was in middle school and I would have been in like late elementary school. But like, this high school kid charged my brother like 50 cents a card for these bad commons. I remember the best card we had in our collection at the time. He bought a blue-red and a blue deck and a red deck because they were opposites and we should battle that way. We had no idea what we were doing. Like the best card in the deck was Illusionary Wall, I think. Whatever it was like a 7/4 flying first strike for like whatever it was, 3 or 4 mana or something. Of course, we didn't know you couldn't attack with it, but it was broken. It was the most broken Magic card that we owned. Yeah, what's cumulative upkeep? We don't really know. You know, it was just like, so we just kept putting counters on it because he said that's what kids that he saw do it at high school did. You know, and of course, high school kids at the time were very, very intelligent people. You know, like essentially the pinnacle of intelligence. You know, but alas, here we are. Somehow we made it, folks. I am terrified about what our opponents over there are doing. This is quite horrific. They were incredibly nice. Circle of protection, right? Oh. Nachki, glad you made it. Good to see you. Well, see, that was the thing. Like, I was whatever. Yeah, I mean, I was whatever. 10 or something. My brother would have been like 12. And a high school kid told my brother how that worked. And you just put counters on it. I forget. I think we had to pay for the counter. So, like, you know, you had to pay a mana to put the counter on. Like, so it would have like 6 counters on it, but you'd have to just pay a mana every turn you put the counter on. But it was an insignificant cost, you know? But it was just, you know, whatever. And you know, when a high school kid told you that's how it worked, that's just how it works, you know? Like the smartest people on earth, you know? How did he... That's a great question, how the Great Inventor. I have no idea. Though I wish I did. Because then I could answer your question appropriately. But as it is now, I feel as though I am ill-equipped to answer that question. Are they going to have big life gain synergies, folks? We'll find out. Let's just get rid of that thing. No life gain. Hang on. That's, well, you know, indeed. Well, long live Island. We are glad that you are here as well, for sure. Truly an honor to be able to play host to other wonderful members of the community. I think Magic is a fantastic game, and I really do love that, you know, it gives so many of us common ground. You know, it's a great place. Skull Mandrill, glad you made it back. Glad you made it back.
Where?
So the guy sold them to him. Runs a hedge fund now. Yeah. You're probably right. You're probably right. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Folks, it's possible we're supposed to go up and get this final card out of our opponent's hand, but I think we're just going to get rid of one of these Esper Sentinels because they're causing us problems. Live Ireland dropping in that subscription. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. That is very generous indeed. Darn it. Glad you are here. Well, Han the Great Inventor, then take instruction. And, you know, maybe you'll have learned something, right? Just saying. That's what you asked for. I gave you an object lesson instead. Skyger, glad you're here, my friend. Glad you're here. I mean, probably Sound Labber, though admittedly, I grew up in a very, very rural area. So I would be kind of surprised if anyone from that area became anything other than a farmer, essentially, because, you know, that's essentially all there was just farmland, you know. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Long Live Ireland. Darn it. I would not agree at all. Or I mean, I would not disagree at all. So this is awkward. I really don't want to give them a bunch of cards here. But I really also don't want that Adeline getting out of control. So I think we are going to let them draw a card. I guess we need to go up on Liliana first then.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, Lukamina. You can go away. J Skills, glad you made it. Alright. They had a land anyway. Of course, this is the reason we were hoping to have them draw a card. Or discard a card and have it not just be a land, right? But as it turns out, it was. Oh boy. All right. Well, you know, doing the things. Doing the things. Oh boy. So, Shadowrunner. I need to give you your points back somehow. Darn it. I might have accidentally marked it complete when I was trying to refund it. So maybe there's an older one that I can refund. Because, you know, like I say, the taking off this coat will be very, very difficult. Much more difficult than in my normal uniform. But I don't want to cheat you out of your points there. Uh-oh, Sigarda comes down. Well, that's terrifying. That is terrifying indeed. All right. Well. Hey, there we go. Do we allow this, or do we like tag team block or something? Yeah, this is decidedly inconvenient. All right, there we go. Highlander decks are hard to build, period. Yeah, that's true. I don't even disagree. All right. Opponent. Trying to decide. Ashfinger Rose, glad you made it. Good to see ya. Nope. I don't think so. Maybe getting the Realm Walker off the battlefield is the correct thing to do. Just because it represents so much card advantage. They're going to kill our Tireless Tracker, I guess. But trading a Tireless Tracker for a Realm Walker, I think, is okay. Wow, they don't. They want to be able to gain life, apparently. That is peculiar. All right. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Those stinking Esper Sentinels, folks, are just messing us up. Kaufman, glad you made it. Good to see you. Gim, glad you are here as well. All right, Esper Sentinel, do your thing, do your thing. Yep. I agree, Ashfinger Rose. Unfortunately, I am continuing to underplay it here. All right. And I gotta do that. And then come over here to... Uh-oh. Cabaretti Revels. No! Darn it. That is quite bad. All right. Do those things. And... yeah. I think we'll allow her to die now. And see what happens. Hey, Phyrexian Reclamation is a good one if we end up with spare... Okay. Alright. If we end up with spare life, though I'm not confident we're going to have that. The Thalia's Lieutenant there, very, very timely for our opponent. Decidedly inconvenient. Brutal Cathar. That is indeed brutal. And they get a Catilda! No, darn it. Holy crud. I mean, we were holding on for a minute. As a matter of fact, it was looking like we were about to stabilize. We did not stabilize. We are dead. All right. You got us. You got us. That Cabaretti Revels just absolutely killed us there. Really unfortunate, folks. Really unfortunate. But that's okay. Can't win them all.